Welcome to the J-Man Movie Reviews, and here are today's DVD updates. The first one is Just Like Heaven with Reese Witherspoon and Mark Ruffalo. And if you haven't seen it, here's what it's about. Reese Witherspoon stars in the spirited romantic comedy Just Like Heaven. When David, Mark Ruffalo, rents your apartment, the last thing he wants is company. Then Elizabeth, Reese Witherspoon, shows up, insisting the apartment is hers, until she disappears right before his eyes. He's convinced she's a spirit. She's convinced she's still alive. As they search for the truth of Elizabeth's past, their relationship changes from resentment to romance. Also starring John Heder, Just Like Heaven is a delightful film that critics declare is one of the best romantic comedies to come along in years. J.P. Sarney, Sirius Satellite Radio. Here's the disc. No, here's the front. Here's the spine. It has these clips. Is the disc for Just Like Heaven. The next one is The Devil Wears Prada with Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, and Emily Blunt. Here's what this one is about. Based on the hilarious best-selling novel, this sinfully funny movie starring Academy Award winner Meryl Streep and Anne Hathaway is sensationally entertaining in every way. As assistant to impossibly demanding New York fashion magazine editor Miranda Priestley Streep, young Andy Sachs Hathaway has landed a job that a million girls would die for. Unfortunately, her heaven-sent appointment as Miranda's personal whipping girl just might be the death of her. Featuring standout performances by Stanley Tucci and Emily Blunt, plus a closet full of must-have DVD accessories. The Devil Wears Prada is a fresh, funny, fabulous masterpiece. Here's the front. And here's the disc for The Devil Wears Prada. The next one is my favorite movie of all time, Mary Poppins, starring Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke. And you haven't seen it, here's what this one's about. Experience extraordinary animation, dazzling special effects, and award-winning music of Walt Disney's Mary Poppins in this restored and remastered 2-disc deluxe collector's edition. Join the practically perfect Mary Poppins, Julie Andrews, for a jolly holiday, as she magically turns every chore into a game and every day into a whimsical adventure. Along the way, you'll be enchanted by unforgettable characters, such as the multi-talented chimney sweep Bert, Dick Van Dyke. Unpack Mary's magical carpet bag full of special features, including all new bonus from the supercalifragilisticexpialidocious Broadway production of Mary Poppins. You won't need a spoonful of sugar to love every moment of this timeless Disney classic. Here's the front. Take this out. Disc 1, which is the movie, and disc 2 with the bonus features. That's Mary Poppins. Next one is Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock in The Proposal. Have you even seen it? Here's what this one is about. Sandra Bullock is at her funniest in the fresh, laugh-out-loud romantic comedy The Proposal. On the verge of being deported and losing the high-powered job she lives for, the controlling Margaret announces she's engaged to her unexpected put-upon assistant Andrew, Ryan Reynolds. After proposing a few demands of his own, the mismatched couple heads to Alaska, where they have 4 short days to convince his quirky family and a very skeptical immigration agent that their charade is real. Featuring a star-studded supporting cast including Mary Steenburgen, Craig T. Nelson, and the delightfully inappropriate Betty White. This madcap comedy will have you saying yes to The Proposal again and again. That's The Proposal. Here's the front. And here's the disc for The Proposal. The next movie is Freaky Friday with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis. If you haven't seen it, this one is about. Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan star in Freaky Friday, the hilarious and delightful comedy everyone will love. Dr. Tess Coleman Curtis and her teenage daughter Anna Lohan have one thing in common. They don't relate to each other on anything. Not clothes or hair or men or Anna's rock band inspirations. Nothing. After one particularly explosive Thursday evening, a little mystic mayhem changes their lives. They wake up Friday to the biggest freak out ever. Tess and Anna are trapped inside each other's body. Literally forced to walk in each other's shoes, they gain respect and understanding to the other's point of view. But Tess's wedding is Saturday, and the two must find a way to switch back, and fast, filled with comedy, rockin' music, and heart. Freaky Friday is freaking fun. That's Freaky Friday. Here's the front, and here's the disc for Freaky Friday. The next one is Hairspray Live, which is an NBC television event. And even seen it, here's the synopsis. We all dance to the same beat. You can't stop the beat. A show-stopping dream team of stars including Dove Cameron, Kristen Chenoweth, Garrett Clayton, Harvey Fierstein, Anna Ariana Grande, Derek Hough, Jennifer Hudson, and Martin Short come together to bring this Broadway favorite to life. With the Tony Award-winning choreographer of the original Hairspray Broadway musical on board, Hairspray Live is sure to dazzle. Set in 1962, Tracy Turnblad becomes an overnight sensation after appearing on a Baltimore TV dance show. With her newfound popularity, she twists and shakes her hometown, teaching them a thing or two about racial equality and, of course, the power of big hair. That's Hairspray Live. This is the front, the back. This is the disc for Hairspray Live. The next one is The Internship with Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn. The one review say the comedy chemistry of Wedding Crashers, says Tim Evans, Sky Movies. If you haven't seen it, here's the synopsis. Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson team up to crash the digital world in this laugh out loud buddy comedy that clicks. Trying to rebuild their obsolete careers, old school salesmen Billy Vaughn and Nick Wilson talk their way into an internship program at the state-of-the-art Google campus, vying for a handful of spots among tech-savvy college students who are half their age and twice as smart. The competition is fiercely funny as Billy and Nick break all the rules in a hilarious quest to land the dream jobs they've been searching for. That's the internship. Here's the front. Here's the disc for the internship. The next one is Arthur with Russell Brand, Jennifer Garner, and Greta Gerwig. I haven't seen it. Here's a synopsis. Russell Brand reinvents the role of lovable billionaire Arthur Buck, an irresponsible charmer who has always rallied on two things to get by: his limitless fortune and lifelong nanny Hobson, Academy Award winner Helen Mirren, to keep him out of trouble. Now he faces his biggest challenge, choosing between an arranged marriage to ambitious corporate exec Susan Jennifer Garner that will ensure his lavish lifestyle, or an uncertain future with the one thing money can't buy, Naomi Greta Gerwig, his true love. With Naomi's inspiration and some unconventional help from Hobson, Arthur will take the most expensive risk of his life and learn what it means to be a man in this reimagining of the beloved Oscar-winning romantic comedy Arthur. That's the front. Here's the disc for Arthur. Let's go on with some other old ones, shall we? Yeah, the first old one. Yeah, this one is Parental Guidance with Billy Crystal, Ben Midler, Marissa Tomei, and Tom Everett Scott. And I haven't seen it. Here's synopsis. Billy Crystal, Ben Midler, and Marissa Tomei prove that laughter is relative in this beloved. No. Billy Crystal, Ben Midler, and Marissa Tomei prove that laughter is relative in this hilarious comedy that's fun for the whole family. Old school grandparents Artie, Crystal, and Diane Midler get more than they bargained for when they get stuck babysitting their type A daughters, Tomei, overprotected kids. But things go from hectic to hysterical when Artie realizes the kids are running the house with their newfangled technology. By playing by his own rules, which include sugary snacks, old-fashioned games, and tough love, Artie manages to outsmart the kids and achieve the impossible, bring the family closer together. That's Parental Guidance. Here's the front. Here's the disc for Parental Guidance. The next one is Mother's Day with Jennifer Aniston, Kate Hudson, Julia Roberts, and Jason Sudeikis. Here's what this one is about. Mother's Day is a star-studded ensemble comedy from director Gary Marshall. Pretty Woman, Valentine's Day, bringing together Jennifer Aniston, Kate Hudson, and Julia Roberts, along with Jason Sudeikis. It's a celebration of mothers everywhere. This big-hearted comedy invites us all to enjoy the laughter, tears, and love as three generations come together in the week leading up to Mother's Day. That's Mother's Day. Here's the front. Here's the disc for Mother's Day. Next one is James Cameron's epic Titanic with Kate Hudson. No. The next one is James Cameron's epic Titanic with Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio. Haven't seen it, it's synopsis. Experience the greatest love story of all time with Titanic, James Cameron's epic masterpiece and winner of 11 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Rose, Kate Winslet, is a young upper-class woman suffocating under the thumb of her arrogant fiancé. Jack, Leonardo DiCaprio, is a free-spirited artist who opens Rose's eyes and steals her heart. When the ship collides with an iceberg in the frigid North Atlantic, the young lovers' journey is transformed into a breathtaking race for survival. That was Titanic. Here's the front. This one has got part 1. And this two, part 2 and special features. That was Titanic. The next one is Dating the Enemy with Chloe Carvin and Guy Pearce. I haven't seen it. It's synopsis. All we know, opposites attract, but is grass always greener? Meet Brett and Tash. Brett, Guy Pearce, Memento, the time machine, is good-looking, confident, and perhaps a tad on the irresistible side. Tash, Chloe Carvin, The Secret Life of Us, is intellectual and reserved, but maybe a little too smart for her own good. When these two meet, it's love at first sight, but when a lack of compromise threatens to break up their relationship, the natural forces of the universe intervene. Brett and Tash wake up in each other's body. The stage is set for an hilarious Aussie romantic comedy that takes the battle of the sexes to a brand new front line. If you enjoy Muriel's Wedding, if you love Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, you die laughing at Dating the Enemy, a film about love, sex, and life in other people's shoes. That was Dating the Enemy. Here's the front. Here's the front. Here's the disc for Dating the Enemy. And the next one is Big with Tom Hanks and Elizabeth Perkins and the late John Hurd. I haven't seen his synopsis. Tom Hanks won rave reviews for his Oscar-nominated performance. 1988 Best Actor. As a 12-year-old boy trapped inside a 30-year-old body in director Penny Marshall's winning comedy. At a carnival, young Josh Baskin wishes he was big, only to awake the next morning and discover he is. With the help of his friend Billy, Josh lands a job at a toy company. There, his inner wisdom enables him to successfully predict what children want to buy, making the awestruck, naive Josh irresistible to a beautiful ladder-climbing colleague, Elizabeth Perkins. But the more he experiences being an adult, the more Josh longs for the simple joys of childhood. That was Big. Here's the front. Here's the disc of Big. The next one is Lindsay Lohan's big movie debut, The Parent Trap, with Lindsay Lohan, Dennis Quaid, Natasha Richardson, Elaine Hendricks. If you haven't seen this one is about. This special edition of The Parent Trap, starring Lindsay Lohan, is filled with special features you've all never seen before. Hallie Parker, hip Californian, and Annie James, a proper London miss, both played by Lohan, are identical twins who don't even know each other exists until they accidentally meet at summer camp. Now they're up to their freckles in schemes and dreams to switch places, get their parents, Dennis Quaid and Natasha Richardson, back together and have the family they've always wished for. That was The Parent Trap. Here's the front. Here's the disc for The Parent Trap. The next one is next one is The Princess Diaries with Anne Hathaway and Julie Andrews. I've never seen this. I really did this one. Academy Award winner Julie Andrews, enchanting newcomer Anne Hathaway, and Hector Elizondo, Pretty Woman, lead a charmed cast in Disney's The Princess Diaries, a hilarious, hip, and heartwarming modern-day Cinderella story. Mia Thermopolis Hathaway is a bright but terribly shy and gawky teenager whose goal in life is to survive each school day with a minimum of attention and embarrassment. Unfortunately, her wish to be invisible is thwarted when her strict grandmother arrives and delivers the shocking news that she's a real-life princess heir to the throne of Genovia. Furious, the reluctant royal agrees to take princess lessons and make the biggest decision in her life in 3 weeks. And so begins a comical transformation towards poise and princessness when she finds herself in the middle of a media storm. Jealous schoolmates and a plot to take over her country. Funny and uplifting, your entire family will thoroughly enjoy this crown jewel. That was The Princess Diaries. Here's the disc for The Princess Diaries. Next one is The Princess Diaries 2, Royal Engagement, with Anne Hathaway again and Julie Andrews again. This time with Chris Pine. I've never seen it. I read it to you. Starring the irresistible Anne Hathaway, Ella Enchanted, and Academy Award winner Julie Andrews, Best Actress Mary Poppins, 1964. This modern-day fairy tale picks up right where The Princess Diaries left off. As future Queen of Genovia, Princess Mia Hathaway has everything a girl could want, except the magical romance she's always dreamed of. But soon Mia's shocked to discover that she needs to get married right now, or her family will lose the crown. Comic complications rule the day in this delightful family story about finding out who you really are and discovering what it takes to make your dreams come true. That was The Princess Diaries 2, Royal Engagement. Here's the disc for The Princess Diaries 2, Royal Engagement. Next one is Something's Gotta Give with Jack Nicholson and Diane Keaton. I haven't seen his. I read it to you. I just put underline so I can see. I read it to you. Harry Sanborn, Jack Nicholson, is a perennial playboy with a libido much younger than his years. During what was to have been a romantic weekend with his latest infatuation, Maren, Amanda P., at her mother's Hampton Beach house, Harry develops chest pains. He winds up being nursed by Maren's reluctant mother, Erica Barry. Diane Keaton, a successful divorced New York playwright. In the process, Harry develops more heart pains, the romantic kind, for Erica, an age-appropriate woman whom he finds beguiling. However, some habits die hard when Harry hesitates. His charming 30-something doctor, Keanu Reeves, steps in and starts to pursue Erica. And Harry, who has always had the world on a string, finds his life unraveling. Turn off the light now. That was Something's Gotta Give. Here's the disc for Something's Gotta Give. The last one of my other old one is What Women Want with Mel Gibson, Helen Hunt. Haven't seen it, it's just, I'll read it to you. Two of Hollywood's most popular stars, Academy Award winners Mel Gibson and Helen Hunt, spar off each other in ingenious, record-breaking, box office smash hit comedy, What Women Want. Nick Marshall thought he had it all. Smooth looks, even smoother moves, high-paying job at a prestigious ad agency, women falling all over him. But when one night a freak accident leaves him with the ability or curse of being able to hear what women are thinking, and they're thinking Nick's are sexist, fake lecturer's jerk. Dumbfounded, Nick is convinced he is going mad, but when his shriek suggests he uses his newfound powers to find out what women really want, Nick's life is suddenly turned upside down, and the first person he has his insights set on is the agency's hot new creative director, Darcy Maguire Hunt, featuring a fabulous support cast which includes Marissa Tomei, Mark Feuerstein, Lauren Holly, Valerie Perrine, Dr. Burke, and Alan Alda. That was What Women Want. Here's the disc. Let's do some more old ones, and then my TV shows. Okay. My next one is The Great Gatsby with Leonardo DiCaprio, Tobey Maguire. Haven't seen it, I'll read it to you. Turn the light on so I can see it again. I'll read it to you. Dream dangerously. It's the spring of 1922 in New York City, a delicate playground of shifting morals, glittering jazz, bootleg empires, and skyrocketing stocks. Chasing the American dream, would-be writer Nick Carraway, Golden Globe nominee Tobey Maguire arrives from the Midwest only to land next door to Jay Gatsby, three-time Oscar nominee Leonardo DiCaprio, a mysterious millionaire whose estate overflows with endless parties, as Nick's beautiful cousin Daisy, Oscar nominee Carey Mulligan, and her blue-blooded husband Tom Buchanan, Joel Edgerton, fall into Gatsby's orbit. Nick bears witness to a tragedy of impossible love and incomparable dreams. Based on F. Scott Fitzgerald's timeless epic, The Great Gatsby mirrors the struggles of modern times in a dazzling visual journey from the mind of Baz Luhrmann, director of the Oscar-winning Moulin Rouge. That was The Great Gatsby. Here's the disc for The Great Gatsby. Next one is Ghosts of Girlfriends Past with Matthew McConaughey and Jennifer Garner. I haven't seen it. I read it to you. I'll just read it to you. Connor meets the guy who dumps 3 girls at the same time by teleconference. So when he ends his brother's wedding, he has the only right he somehow, but the ghost of his departed Uncle Wade, who taught him to love him and leave him, has another good mind. Restore Connor's true love, a tough assignment requiring the services of many girlfriends past. Matthew McConaughey, Jennifer Garner, and Douglas, and director Mark Waters, Just Like Heaven, Uncle Romp, as bubbly as champagne. It's the comedy for anyone who believes, laughs, and love. Please wait while we try to connect you. Still going. Good. Next one, the last movie is A Simple Wish with Mara Wilson, Kathleen, Mara Wilson. When Annabelle Wilson was a fairy godmother, she never would be Murray, Martin Short. Before you can say shaboom, and quickly learns that Murray is short on serious and long on excuses. As whisked into a hilarious world with magical taps. Annabelle and the Blundery have midnight to rescue her dad, a wicked witch, Kathleen Turner, and restore stolen magic wands to restore the place where wishes can come true. A simple wish. A simple wish. 3 little girls. The recently widowed mother of Dad's best buddies put them in the same household and stand back for a full house of love, and warmth. Enjoy all 22 season 1 episodes plus wonderful extras of the smash hit series that ran from 1987 to 1995. Bob Saget plays Danny Tanner. The girls is the rock and rollin' Jesse. Dave Coulier is G, a wannabe comic whose is right that one thing hasn't changed. It's still a fun house, a happy haven, perfect for and going strong. You find all 22 season episodes plus fun bonuses. One of America's all-time favorites on this 4-disc set. Join the good times, great guys, and thrill to make being a fan coolest gig in town. There's just room for one more. That's Full House season 2. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's Full House season 2. And then came Out, which is the Netflix reboot of Full House. I read it to you. Like Home Again, Crystal Bell, MP.com. The event Tanner Fuller, Cameron Ray, recently widowed David San Francisco. The young inspiring musician Jody Sweden and the best friend, single mom Kimmy Gibbler or Barbara, plus Kimmy's feisty daughter Ramona, to help take care of DJ's 3 sons. Awkward 12-year-old Jackson, neurotic 7-year-old Max, and newborn Tommy Jr., with surprise visits from new suitors, ex-spouses, and beloved relatives. Your favorite is to become fuller than ever. There's lots of fun, there's lots of love, and everything you loved about in all 13 family episodes. That's on our house. 1 and 2 of Fuller House. Then came season 2 of Fuller House. I read it to you. With 2017 People's Choice Premium Comedy Series. The She-Wolf Pack for more hilarity in season 2. DJ finally chooses between hot prospects, Matt and Steve. Youngster Stephanie, Jodie Sweet and on the Gibbler Next Door. Bestie Kimmy's Andrea Barbie Fernando becomes new member of the blended household. But the adults aren't the only ones sliding down love stories. Teenagers Jackson and Ramon have crushes on each other's best friends. Third grader Matt is soulmate, and baby Tommy just wants to have fun. Drop by the Fuller House for 30 light-hearted, family-friendly episodes as the Tanner Fuller Gibblers celebrate the holiday season with visits from guest stars John Stamos, Bob Saget, Dave Coulier, and Laurie Loughlin in their original Full House roles. Oh! That's Fuller House Season 2. 1 and 2 of Fuller House. Next one is the BBC version of the Chronicles of Narnia. I'll read the back. Discover the incredible world that exists beyond the wardrobe in Narnia, a place of wonder and enchantment, created C.S. Lewis. Narnia is a magical and bewitched land of dwarves, nymphs, and giants, where fauns carry umbrellas and tea, and where animals talk and horses fly. It is the land of Aslan, the great lion who can warm the coldest heart, but it is also the land of his archenemy, the White Witch, who ensures that in Narnia it is always winter, but never Christmas. Live action animation and stunning special effects combine to create these spellbinding dramatizations of C.S. Lewis's famous novels, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Prince Caspian, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, and The Silver Chair. Relieve the excitement with these digitally remastered productions of the Chronicles of Narnia. That's the disc. Here's the front. Inside are the discs of the different productions and the bonus features. The last complete first season of Happy Endings. I'll read it to you. 6 20-something friends add. I'll read it tomorrow so I can read it. Cuthbert, TV show at the altar. Alex, sister Jane, TV Scrubs, is all married to horn dog Brad. Jr., TV's young. Dave's roommate Matt Tally is a gay sport job, and Penny, Wilson TV's SNL, is on for a good man or good men. The loves are non-stop as they do what tightly knit friends do best. Hang out, have fun, make meaning of life, hook up, and do it all over again. That's Happy Endings. 1 and 2 of Happy Endings. one is The Golden Girls in one. I love The Golden Girls with Blanche, Dolly, Rose, and Sophia. An Emmy Award winner for outstanding comedy series in the first year, The Golden Girls have become a landmark in television history and all-time favorite. Beatrice Arthur and Biden SL star as four Florida seniors share their dreams and a whole lot. She's bright, promiscuous, and hilarious. These mismatched ladies form the perfect circle of friends. Experience all 25 love-packed episodes of season 1 in this spectacular fall this in the series pilot and special feature that offers all new look at the show, all the provocative, fun, and entertainment you remember, and so much more. That's The Golden Girls Season 1. Let's just show you the discs. That's the discs of The Golden Girls. Then came Season 2 of The Golden Girls, which I'll read. Join Dorothy, the smart one, Sophia, the glib one, Rose, the naive one, and Blanche, well, you know, for the second season of one of television's funniest shows ever, The Golden Girls. Beloved by fans and critics alike, Season 2 garnered its second straight Emmy Award for Outstanding Comedy Series and a Golden Globe for Best TV Series, Comedy or Musical. The star-filled season with special guests including Burt Reynolds in a surprise cameo and young George Clooney playing a Miami policeman who saves the day. Now you can travel down the road and back with all 26 original episodes on one incredible 4-disc set, from the opening lines of the theme song to the end credits. You enjoy all the racy and hilarious moments you'd come to expect from The Golden Girls. That's The Golden Girls Season 2. These are the discs of The Golden Girls. My last TV show is Golden Girls, The Golden Girls Season 3. I read it to you. Your favorite young at heart women return for another helping of laughter, misadventures, and cheesecake in the third season of one of television's most highly acclaimed sitcoms ever, The Golden Girls. Dorothy, Sophia, Rose, and Blanche are the four mismatched housemates living together in Miami. While these very different women don't always get along, deep down they really love each other. A perennial award winner, this love-filled season garnered 3 Emmy Awards and a Golden Globe. Now you can enjoy all 5 episodes from this unforgettable year. This complete DVD includes the original and Golden Moments episode. The girls reminisce about their times together. It proves positive that good comedy never grows old. It's a disc for Ant. Ready Player One by Sharon Simon Pegg and Mark Rins, directed by Spielberg. It's a disc for Ready Player One. World for. Let's read this one to you. The park is gone. 3 years after the Jurassic World theme park where they learned that a woman trainer on the island is and is to distinguish there. Along the way, always up to find Blue. He raptor, and this is a conspiracy could disrupt the natural order of the entire planet. Hand away again. For Jurassic second one is Avengers must be willing to sacrifice all in and defeat the powerful Thanos before blitz of devastation and ruin. Ooh. I'll just read it to you just quickly. After losing the love of his life, fourth wall breaking medicine of mutants and from Cable. Josh brought nonsense, dangerous future. And Deadpool learned that the most important lesson of all, part of a family again. That's Deadpool 2. And here's this for Deadpool 2. That was my review of DVD reviews for today. I'm the man saying, enjoy your day. Bye.